Hello everyone and welcome to another month of VlogMail. This time for the month
June.
June, 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 beautiful June. Ba-ba. That's an Aerosmith song. We're gonna start by looking at the leathers, and we have a featured leather, but we have a few other things we're gonna show before we get to the featured leather, because I wanted to talk about them. First up, we had a wedding invite from Chris and Stephanie, who are getting married in August. So early congratulations. I'll say that first off. Early congratulations. I wish you both the best, and obviously we will not be there, unfortunately. But I hope that your day goes well, and you know, send me like a photo somewhere on Twitter or email or something after the wedding. I hope that everything goes as close to according to plan or better as it possibly can. And then also, Stephanie wanted me to try to pronounce the city which she is from, and I'm gonna say Puyallup.
Puyallup?
Puyallup. It's Puyallup in Washington. So I'm gonna say Puyallup. Is it close? I don't know. I've never been there. I'm not entirely sure. Then we had a really nice letter from Michael, who expressed condolences over the loss of Sagan, and who had also lost a rabbit, and offered us these, really cool necklaces.
They're friendship necklaces.
They're friendship necklaces, and
they fit together.
And it's neat because it looks like the little yin yang symbol, but they're the cats,
mm-hmm.
And when you put them together in a certain way, they become one. It's just really cute.
It is very cute.
It's very, very cute. Michael, thank you for that. I appreciate that as well. And then our featured leather for today is coming to us from Shelby in Worcester, Massachusetts. And I want to first off say, man, this handwriting.
It's beautiful.
Absolutely beautiful handwriting.
Mm-hmm.
And then also just like the typography and stuff up there. Or calligraphy, I guess. If it's not on a computer, is it just automatically calligraphy? What's the difference between typography and Anyway, dear Stephen and Mel, I guess introductions are in order. To keep it short and sweet, my name is Shelby. I'm 24 years old, and I'm from Central Massachusetts. I've been a silent viewer of you and Mallory for over 3 years now, but since we're all stuck inside at the moment, it seemed to be a good time to send my first ever letter to you. First, I just want to say I'm sorry for your loss of the precious Sagan. Losing a pet is a very emotional and stressful time, and I hope you both are okay. When I lost my last pet, Coco, I was inconsolable for a while afterwards, but thankfully, I was okay. Anyway, you, Mallory, and Precious Kepler will be in my thoughts. The second thing I want to say is that yours and Mal's channels have become a permanent part of my life, and you both have influenced my day-to-day life tremendously. You guys make me feel less alone, which gave me a huge positive emotional boost. The series of videos I love so much are the Twilight Princess Let's Play and Mal Makes Full Painting videos. Also, Steven, when will you and Mal play Skyward Sword? Please put that game on your Let's Play list. To conclude, I just want to thank you both for being such a positive influence in my life. For that, I will always be grateful. Once I have stable work again, I look forward to hopefully becoming a patron. But until then, I'll watch your videos like crazy. P.S. I sent a mixed media artwork created just for you and Mal. Enjoy. Sending well wishes and love from Shelby, aka Luna Moon. Shelby, thank you. First off, your handwriting is beautiful. You've probably heard that before. If not, there's a lot of people that owed you that compliment well before I read this. And I'm glad that you've enjoyed our stuff. Skyward Sword will, probably be a bit, since we're currently working our way through Breath of the Wild, but a Skyward Sword Let's Play is not, out of the question or anything. This is adorable.
This is so cute.
This is, super, super, super cute, and I absolutely love it. And also, if you look down here at the bottom, there's a little kepi. I love it so much. Anyway, Shelby, really appreciate this. And now, we actually have quite a few packages for the month of June, so we're gonna dive in.
Our first package is from Sophia in Colorado Springs, Colorado. We have a cute stamped card. There's a little bit of like iridescence with this.
Yeah, I see that.
Dear Stephen and Mel, I really love your content, and now I can't see a unique Kit Kat flavor and not think of you. So here's a limited edition Kit Kat. Hope you enjoy it. Sincerely, Sophia.
Okay. And inside is...
Birthday cake!
birthday cake.
Birthday cake!
When you need the power of a birthday cake in a much tinier package.
And sprinkles.
And also a much longer shelf life than an actual birthday cake.
Probably.
Maybe. Who could say? Sophia, thank you.
Our next package is coming from, was that Goodwill?
It looks like Goodwill. But this is Jenga World Tour for the Wii.
Wait, is that underwater? Or are there ice Jenga blocks?
This actually looks insane. This looks
Crazy.
legitimately insane. Wait a minute. My brain has like a Bic lighter and is like trying to light it right now. I'm having a hard time, but we discussed this on a breakfast stream.
Yes.
That's what we did. We discussed this on a breakfast stream. And then someone sent me a message and said that they were going to send it our way. It's Riku. It's Prince Riku. And apparently, I think, if I read this right, there might be another game in here that's also from Prince Riku. I'm proud of myself for remembering. Because normally my memory is really bad. And from the time we're recording this to the time of when that breakfast stream was like...
A while.
Like a month plus.
Mm-hmm.
And my brain goes back like 6 days. This is from Prince Riku. Prince Riku, thank you. Yeah, we had been talking about it on breakfast stream. Apparently this was like one of the worst games, like most poorly reviewed games on the Wii ever or something.
But there are exotic locations and crazy block types and lifelike movement.
I hope we play it on Extra Life.
4-player Wii Party fun.
I only want to play the worst games. The worst games, like the games that are like, why do these exist? I just want Extra Life to be a celebration of the absurd. That's what I'm hoping for. Riku, thank you. Oh man, I got lucky. The next thing I opened, the next thing I opened is the other thing that Prince Riku sent, the other game. This is the Smurfs Dance Party. The thing I learned about this game from Riku is that there was a version, and it's this version from Toys R Us, which contains a bonus song. So if you want to play Walkin' on Sunshine, it's this one. You gotta play it on this, and that's a thing that retailers don't seem to do as much of as they did in the era of the Wii.
Where certain retailers would get certain versions of the game. Yeah.
It was a thing that was actually quite common. There's a lot of, and a lot of people don't even know, they don't even realize, but there's retailer-specific versions of a lot of games, and the contents on the disc are different. And that is nuts. That is crazy. It also means, for me, collecting Wii, that there have been times where I've been in a store picking up a game, and I've held both in my hand and realized the covers were slightly different. And one was like normal and one was like Target.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, usually as long as they're pretty cheap, I pick up both. And I'm like, oh, all right, well, slightly different variations. Anyway, Riku, thanks again. Okay, so this must be from Rachel. We got a letter from Rachel, and I knew Rachel was sending separately a game. She didn't tell me what game it was, but she told me it was for the Dreamcast. We don't get a whole lot of Dreamcast games sent our way, so I figured that this Dreamcast game is probably from Rachel. And this looks wild. All right, this is Pen Trilsalon from Infogrames. What on God?
Triicelon?
No, Trilsalon.
Triicelon? It's like a triathlon, but on ice.
I think that's supposed to be an L. Does it say on the back?
Because L is capitalized.
Somewhere in the universe, it is said that there is a planet called the Iced Planet. The Iced Planet is covered with ice and snow, and it is where Pen-Pens, a penguin-like creature, lives. I know it looks like Tri-Isolon.
Because it's like a triathlon.
Oh, okay. So yeah,
The art in this game, though.
Yeah, this is a little wacky.
It reminds me of Ren and Stimpy. Like, this face.
Yeah. Looks a little nutty. All right, there is a letter here from Rachel. You should probably actually read the letter. Hey there. Been a long time since I've sent a letter, but since my game couldn't include a note, I figured I'd send this along. By the time you read this, I'm sure it'll be in a couple of months based on your current stated recording pattern of mail. So I hope you're successfully managing to stay cool. I remember when I visited you in 2014 and that mid-August heat was yikes.
Yeah, it's yikes.
Yeah. Now about this weird game. My folks got my brother and me an NES and Super NES growing up, but money became very tight after that. My folks separated in 92 and finalized divorce in 94. My mom also went through about 18 months of chemo for non-Hodgkin's lymphoma during that time. I also had Sega Genesis thanks to my step-siblings. I played my NES and Super NES for years and years, never owned PlayStation or N64. Then, one Christmas, my dad surprised my older brother, Russell as one half of Drum and a Tantrum, and me with a Sega Dreamcast. My poor dad had no idea it would turn out the way it did, but we played the crap out of it for years. Tony Hawk 2 and Dave Mirra's Freestyle BMX were our first games, along with the Sonic Adventure demo CD. When I started high school, my brother started college, so the Dreamcast went into my room. Over the years, I still played my system and always looked for interesting games. Along the way, I picked up Chef's Love Shack and then the game I sent you. It was a game that seemed so dumb and weird. I couldn't say no. It's called Pen-Pen Tri-Isolon. You play as one of these weird Pen-Pens and race. The levels are weird and the mechanics are wonky, but it was so odd that I kept playing. I don't know if there's a way for you to bring it to the channel in any capacity, and I promise I don't expect you to, but I hope you do check it out on your own at least. It's really amusing. Anyway, I hope pandemic stuff has eased enough by the time you read this that you're able to see your parents again. There's nothing like the company and hugs of family. Have a great day, and I'll be seeing you at Friday night game streams. All the best, from Rachel. And also says, P.S. Oh crap, Reed is turning 2 tomorrow, June 23rd, and I haven't repped any of his gifts yet. Oops! Well, first off, belated happy birthday to Reed, because that's super exciting.
Can't believe he's turning is 2.
Yeah, has turned 2. Time flies by super fast. Also, I really love hearing about people's video game history. I don't know if that's just like the natural archivist in me or something, but I really love hearing people's stories about the video games that they grew up with, because everyone's story is so different. And it's interesting to go from like NES and Super NES and then jump straight over to Dreamcast. That's a very odd leap, but also that's got to make for some really interesting memories. I have never heard of this game. Not terribly surprising, because the Dreamcast is an extremely varied and
it looks
strange.
Insane. The faces
library.
And the...
You know what it reminds me of, in the fact that it is both strange and a racing game? It reminds me of Sonic R.
Yeah.
Which is also a very odd
Sega game.
Yeah, but at least that has the recognizability of Sonic, whereas this is like...
Penguins, maybe?
Weird. It's the most fun kids game on the Sega Dreamcast. That is a statement.
That is a claim.
That's a claim.
A definitive claim.
It's a definitive claim.
Intuitive game controls let you have fun and jump in and have fun immediately.
It's actually, but that's like one of my favorite things about game collecting, is specifically about going into, retro game stores. You don't know what you're going to find. And there's a lot of times Mal and I pick something up because it looks bizarre.
Yeah. And if I would have seen this, I probably would have been like, this.
This is the thing.
This is what I want.
This is what we should take home. Thank you for sharing some of your video game history with us, Rachel. I appreciate that. So next up is I'm not sure if this is from Amazon. I know it's in the Prime thing, but it might have been reused. But there's a note inside, so that's...
Oh, that explains it.
There we go. This is from Maddy. It says, Hi, Stephen and Mal. I'm a longtime viewer, but a first-time sender. I've been watching the vlog since I was in middle school and you were in college. Now, I've graduated from college myself. I found these games while cleaning out my room, and I hope they help with your collection. From Maddy. Well, Maddy, thank you. That's very sweet. And also, congrats on graduating college. I feel old every day. There's a lot of days during, like, mail specifically, I feel extra old. Let's see what's in here. There is...
Hello Kitty Seasons!
Hello Kitty Seasons. Also, it looks like this game's, like, brand new. Mal's excited.
I love the Hello Kitty game. It's a zoo game, too. Oh, this is going to be
extra
great.
good. And then something I've never played, Skate It. Now, I liked the skate games on the 360, but I've never played this one, which is apparently balance board compatible. And, like...
Is it?
I'm trying to imagine how... Like, I understand... It says, lay down killer lines with flick it controls using the Wii Remote or Wii Remote and Nunchuck. Deepen the gameplay with the Wii Balance Board. Deepen the gameplay. Maybe it works well. I don't know. We have a balance board, so people can vote for balance board games during Extra Life, and we'll try. See what happens. Maddy, this is wonderful, and also I think you've made Mallory very, very happy. Thanks for sending these in.
Our next package is from Phillip in State College, Pennsylvania.
And there's a note right on top. On what color is this? Cream?
Yeah, that's like cream.
Cream. Dear Stephen and Mel, salutations. Thermodynamics. Salutations. This is Phillip here for another package for you. This time around, we're keeping things simple with a nice figure and a manga that I highly recommend. The figure will more or less make sense if you've known my interest for a while. As for the manga, all I can say is that it's based on a Japanese web manga on Pixiv by the illustrator Niji. It's a self-contained love story about two women isolated from society because of their own burdens. It's my favorite manga that I read in 2019, and it's one that I hope you will enjoy for its story and central themes. Also, this should go without saying, but the last time I sent in a package, I remember Steven making a joke about air from Pennsylvania, so I decided to embrace that joke. You'll understand why very quickly. I'm not doing this for every package, though. Just gotta get that out of the way. Best wishes, and as always, look forward to the next package I send. Yours truly, Phillip. Well, Phillip, thank you. Let's take a look at what is inside here. So, we've got some packing material. So here is the manga, Beauty and the Beast Girl. And it's literally I was gonna say like a mermaid, but I guess she's not in water, so it's probably not a mermaid. There's a little image on the front, and then also like on the back. She's like a dragon?
She has a tail.
Oh, she has legs.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I missed the legs the first time. I was like, she don't got no legs, but she does. She's like a dragon.
Mm-hmm.
She's a dragon. That's what it is. So she's probably the Beast Girl. Or maybe, big brain, she's the beauty and the other person is the beast.
Maybe.
Big think. Oh my god. Sorry, I'll show you in a minute. I know exactly what Phillip did. And then here's a figurine of Hatsune Miku. It's Miku. She has been in a lot of video games.
Yeah.
The popularity of Hatsune Miku has really increased in the past, like, 10 years in the West.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't even know when.
More.
Like, when did she exist? Like, when?
I have no idea.
Like, she is at least, like, 10 years old at this point, right?
I think so.
I think so. Anyway, is this the... Oh, I was gonna say, is this the back of the box? But I guess they're both, like, different sides of the box. Anyway, Phillip, thank you. The joke about air is the packing material has a bow on it. Literally the gift of air. Phillip, thank you for the gifts, and hope you're doing well.
Our next package is from Kendall in Arlington, Texas.
Did I get it?
Almost.
Yeah. Got it now. This says, Dear Stephen and Mal and Kepi.
Kepi's for you.
It's kind of presented like a flip book. It's like a little... Anyway. Horses.
Horses.
The first page simply says horses.
Horses.
The second page also says horses. The
Horses.
third page reliably says horses. And then I just can't stop thinking about them horses. Love y'all, Kendall HX. This is maybe one of the best letters I've ever received. The way that it's presented to ensure that we only read
One word.
definitively one horse at a time. I just want everyone to experience this the same way. Horses. 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 One more.
Can't stop thinking about them
Can't
horses.
stop thinking about them horses. Inside is
Blue Horse Coffee.
I was like, what? I just saw a horse on this side.
On this side.
On this side,
thought-
it is very hard to tell it's a horse.
I thought maybe it was like a horse model, and it was like I saw water, and I was like, "Do you have water?" And
But it's
it's
a horse.
coffee.
See it, the horse? Blue Horse Coffee, Gentle Giant Roast. I love it.
I'm excited to try it.
I love it. In the city of Eupen in the then Austrian Netherlands, became the Blue Horse family's first coffee roaster in a long line of passionate coffee importers, coffee exporters, coffee farmers, coffee processors, coffee merchants, and even coffee smugglers and the ones who chased them. I love coffee.
Coffee.
So I'm down. Kendall, thank you. And again, this is great.
Our next package is from Princeton, Texas.
Here we go. Right on top. The letter.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
That's a big piece of paper. Look at that. Hi, Stephen Amell and Kepi, who is right here. Right, I guess right off camera. Eh?
Not quite. It's not stretching up high enough.
Poor thing. My poor sketch pad feels abandoned since I got the drawing tablet, so I'll use it to write your letter. Oh, okay. Included in this package is a book I think you might actually use, Stephen. A rhyming dictionary. May it assist you in your song torture, endeavors. A hard-to-finish Wii game, and a band to sing the praises of Peggy and Waffle House. Definitely, absolutely, nothing else of importance in this package. From Ian Thay, Hubs, and Kiddo. Ian Thay, thank you. There's a really
Cute sketch.
really cute sketch down here. Ian Thay has fairly consistently contributed to stream art. Forever.
Yeah.
And I always enjoy seeing like what's gonna be next. But this is great. Absolutely nothing else of importance in this package. That's ominous. Okay, let's look inside, shall we? So there's some packing materials. Essential Songwriters Rhyming Dictionary, the most practical and easy to use reference now available.
So you can be like, all right, toast, 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 toast. Like right before the song starts.
Right before the song starts.
Or you could go through this and you would maybe be able to think of some words and
This-
commit them to memory.
Real talk.
Uh-huh.
Real talk. That is probably what I'll do. I will probably, and I know that seems...
Toast, boast,
Boast, coast, foremost, furthermost, ghost, host, innermost, most, post, roast, whipping post. Like, real talk, I will probably casually browse this. Seriously. I will casually browse this. This is something I've thought about before, because what happens is that your brain starts to associate very certain rhymes, especially, and I was talking about this on a recent stream, if people request songs about the same subject, like bomb, right?
Yeah.
You make a particular rhyming pair with bomb, and then you're just stuck on that rhyming word. And then you're just like, okay, I need to think of a different word, and it's hard. So having something like this obviously is not going to help you during the moment.
Yes.
But
It would be funny to watch you try and page through quick though.
if the song was 400% slower, I might be able
Yeah.
to do that. But to actually just basically remind yourself of words. to try and like fill your brain with more words. This is actually really helpful. I've used there's a rhyming dictionary online. I guess there's multiple, and I've like browsed through it a little bit, but it's not as convenient as this. So
it's a nice little pocket size.
I'm legit gonna put this on my nightstand and just tab through it. Let's see. There's some things in here. What did it say that was in here? A rhyming dictionary, a hard-to-finish Wii game. I love horses. Rider's Paradise.
Horses.
Horses. Do you love horses? Because I love horses.
What?
This is the band to sing the praises. It's the California Raisins. We were just watching one of the compilations of like old commercials, and it had these guys on it, and we were just like, man, 90s were weird. And these actually are, these go back even further than the 90s, but I think that was the last time they made an appearance.
Yeah.
Before everyone collectively decided, wait, we've done too much cocaine. Get rid of these guys from the air. Anyway. Do you know what's coming?
No. Horses. That one's pretty. This beautiful mane. A horseshoe.
It's lucky. Horseshoes are lucky, right? I think so. They're either really lucky or really unlucky.
He's not sure about this.
It's a horse. Did you let him sniff it?
Yeah, he sniffed it.
You did sniff? What is that?
What about these, Cappy?
Your paw is too small. He's giving him a sniff. He says, what is this? I need to investigate with my nostrils. See, Kepi, what happens is this this is a bad example because this horse is a little tiny, but it goes like this. Like that. He understands. Ian, thank you. This is beautiful, and there's...
Oh, Kepler reached out to grab the horse.
Is that horse yours?
Is this one for Cappy?
Is that for Kepi? Whack! Ain't no horses allowed in here.
Cappy
Only
wants
Kepi.
to play.
He's gonna chew that horse's head off. Ian, thank you. I appreciate all the horse themed stuff. He's still attacking the horse. Also, do you think Ian and Kendall planned this? This is back-to-back horse stuff.
I hope so.
I hope not.
I hope there's more horse stuff.
I hope that it's a huge coincidence that happened. Because I opened one horse thing, and then I opened another horse thing. That's a lot of horse things. Next up, we have a package from Beth in Fenton, Missouri. And it's it came in a cute little shoebox. Oh, look at this little guy. Wait, is this another horse? There's no way this is a coincidence, right? There's no way. Horses?
There's a horse book that comes with a horse necklace.
There's no way this is a coincidence. This is all horse related. This is all horse related. What? It's a book of horses.
Everything you need to know about horses. Horses have roughly 205 bones.
I thought you were gonna say feet. My brain filled in feet before you got there, and I was thinking, no, they don't. That book is a lie. I ain't never seen any horses with that many feet, although I would like to. And if you find a picture of a horse with that many feet, please send it my way. I'd love to see it. It's a thing of nightmares. There's all these little tiny things. What are these?
Soaps with horse in them. This is what I was smelling.
Yeah, Mal could smell stuff before it. Oh my god,
They're horse toys in soap.
Look at that. There's horses stuck in the soap. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds you know how whenever like a caveman gets frozen, so then they're just like mummified in the Mummified in the snow. There's a
Yeah,
better word.
yeah.
I can't think of it, so I'm using mummified. You know what I mean. That's what that's like. As Mao, we didn't smell anything before, but as Mao opened the package, she was like,
I smell
I
something.
smell something. I was like, I don't smell anything. And then after it came over my way, I was like, yeah, I smell it.
What is that smell? I can't place it.
You know what's funny is that there's a lot of packages here. Not all of them are horse related, but
these-
so the ones that I opened in a row are horse
horse
related,
themed.
and that's random. That is random. The order in which we open the packages is not based on anything in particular. It's just what was sent to us in the month of June. This stuff. Okay. So the odds of getting horse is low.
Did you know that this breed of horse was the breed of choice for Napoleon?
Napoleon loved horses?
That breed, I guess.
I mean, in the age of Napoleon, you had to like horses, because otherwise, how were you going to get where you needed to go?
Glossary. Horses. To be fair, I know nothing about horses, so...
I don't need it. I'm still thinking about them horses.
I know.
Partially because we are surrounded now with horse things. Beth, I am confused, but thank you.
Next up, we have a poster tube from Jared in Fort Collins, Colorado.
This is a big poster tube. Like, this is a sizable...
Oh, there's another one on the other side.
You have to open up that one.
Yeah.
And Jared is
Ow.
Jared's someone that I guess I found out about because Jared was doing art based on episodes of Morning Mario and posting them on Twitter, and did that for like a long
Yeah.
time after the return on Super Mario Maker 2, and did like well over 100 of them, and it was
This is
just
the
really
letter.
cool. Okay, well let me look. Maybe I should look at the letter before I look at the poster. It's all rolled up. Dear Stephen and Mal, hello. I'm currently writing this letter about 1 year after I first found your guys' content, and I've been enjoying almost nonstop. Both of you have inspired me a ton to pursue my own creative dreams, and I can't thank you enough. I'm a graphic designer in the making, and I really love to draw. Maybe you couldn't tell. So I made a couple of posters. One's fairly standard size, while the other is fairly small. Both ideas came sporadically over the past few weeks, and I just had to make them. Hope you enjoy them both. From Jared, aka LabRat2710 on Twitter. And it's very important that I show you that
So good.
there's drawings in here too. And Jared has actually continued to do art. Obviously, past the Morning Mario stuff. Has tweeted stuff at me, and then also has contributed to art in other places too. So it's real good. It's real good. I love Chew digging through the trash can.
Me too.
Because I think just as a general concept, more Tulip art should exist in the world.
I know.
Alright, so let's take a look here. So
Oh, wow.
So there's two things. This is the first thing, the bigger thing. Oh my god. This is
That's really cool.
This is really cool. So as I was saying, Jared had done a bunch of little pieces. We get that other corner?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jared had done a lot of pieces for Morning Mario, and this is like a collection of some of the ones that they did. And there's some really good stuff here. Like really, really good stuff. I think Jared tagged them with hashtag Morning Mario. I think. I'm pretty sure. So if you search that hashtag, you should be able to find them. Or if you go to, LabRat 2710, I think was the Twitter account. Yeah,
Yes.
LabRat 2710. They're really worth perusing. Like, they're really good. And Jared just does really good work otherwise, too. So that poster is amazing. That's really cool. And then there's also this little thing included. Oh my god. I love this. I love this. Look at this. The primed evil canvas flung paint everywhere. And it's set up like Mother 3 with Mal, myself, Kepler, and Sagan. It's so cute.
It's very good.
It's so cute. Oh my god, I love it. I love it. And the boys HP is their birthdays.
Oh.
Kepler's is May 24th and Sagan's is June 4th. That's wonderful. That's so cute. I love it. Anyway, Jared, this is great. This is great, and you're great, and you have a lot of talent.
Yes.
And if anyone didn't know that beforehand, they haven't heard of you, I hope that just from the stuff we've shown, they've been like, oh, yes. Continue to create. Just continue to create. It's do it for you, and do it with passion, and I truly believe that good things will come your way. Thanks again.
Our next package does not have a return address.
Here we go.
But it does tell us which side is up.
Which, admittedly, is important to know. This...
I'm thinking about horses.
Is this more... What? Horse lovers are stable people. What is this? Oh, is it just like a I was like, whose phone is this thick? It was my first thought this was a phone case, and I was like, this just seems really big for a phone case.
It's not.
Hello, I'm a horse person and I'm very stable. There's a little note in here. Oh my god. So... Wow, someone really went through a lot of trouble here. Like, look... You can kind of see here, this is just all... There's all text here. There's all text written here, and then... when we turn it this way, it says horse. The text, by the way, starts out, the horse, Eospherus caballus, is one of 2 extant subspecies of Equus ferus. Oh, Equus ferus.
Equine.
Equine, yeah, okay, Equiferus. It is an odd-toed ungulate mammal belonging to the text and not, yeah, blah, blah, blah. So it's basically like...
The scientific
stuff from like Wikipedia. The other side, which has a French flag, it said bonjour, but they crossed it out and wrote horse, which was important. Can't stop thinking about them horses. And then it just says horse multiple times. This is not signed. This is not signed, and I'm not sure who this is from. I do see a pair of legs in fishnet stockings with high heels on, though. So this is something. This is all manufactured by a certain gang of outlaws who wear high heels.
What's this word?
Chevaux.
No.
Chevois. Cheveux. Cheva! I'm assuming it's horse in French.
Yeah.
Okay. I can read it. Can't say it, but I can read it. That's half the battle.
Yeah.
I don't know who to thank for this, although I guess I can collectively thank High Heel Gang for the
Thinking about them horses.
The horse absurdity. I'm not... I mean, so admittedly, we have made that a kind of a long-running joke as part of the channels because we've... Where did it start? Was it a GTA Online thing? It was all related to that casino episode,
yes.
Right? And
or
everyone...
the horse racing.
With the digital horse racing. And then everyone was horses. And I think it started there, and now anytime horses come up in any other thing we do, especially if it's Steven and Friends, where, someone like Thomas or Emmy or Chaz or something can start chanting that, they do.
Can't stop thinking about them horses.
I mean, I really can't. And thanks to everyone, I probably won't be able to for some time.
This one doesn't have a return address either.
Is there a note? Oh, yeah, hey, here we go. Look what I got. Dear Stephen and Mal, hope this both finds you well. Thank you both for all you do, providing joy and hope to so many others. I am excited that I have finally gotten my first book published. It's even more exciting to me to see both the paperback and ebook listed not only on Amazon, but bookstores like Barnes & Noble too. I've included in this package a copy of my book, Dual Souls Shadow, and a couple of the celebratory shirts that I've made. Thanks to you again, Nick. Nick, you did it!
That's awesome.
You did it! We've heard about this. And I guess I'll show off the shirts here.
Careful, that's my face.
Sorry. The shirt doesn't go on your face necessarily, it goes on the body. Look at that, celebratory shirts. Dual Souls Shadow. And then, of course, the actual book. That's really cool. Kepler.
Hi, Keppy.
Kepler's like, but can I eat it? Is it something that I can consume? He's looking at this and he's thinking, that is a box.
That's a box. A box for Keppy.
Is that a box for Keppy? Nick, Keppy really appreciates the box. This is a nice big box for Keppy. Safe place to store Keppy. The back of this book says, on a fateful day, 18-year-old high school senior Samuel Nugard's life is thrown into chaos when demons attack during a class picnic. In order to save his friend, he makes a pact with the dragon soul that he discovers is inside him. With the help of his best friend Alex and the dragon soul residing within him, Sam goes on a journey to uncover the past that was kept secret from him his whole life. The whole time Sam must come to grips with the destiny forced upon him while keeping those close to him safe. Congratulations. Publishing a book is a big deal. Like actually, working through everything and getting it to the point that you can release it is a journey in and of itself, but I know that it must feel like a huge accomplishment to then see it and be like, holy crap, it's out. People have it in their hands. Like now. This is like a physical thing that you can touch. Nick, appreciate it.
Next up, we have a box from Amazon seller. You thinking about horses?
Still thinking about them horses.
I know.
Lord have mercy. There's a gift note and it just says, horses, horses, horses. From Lanna.
Lanna was thinking about them horses.
You mean Pitney? They misspelled Pitney. Lanna, thank you.
Oh, that's what it is.
Oh my god. It's a My Dream Horse, 3D paint by number. It comes with a horse who is looking just a little flat, a little pale, and you gotta provide some colors, and it provides realistic horse colors. Although
realistic horse colors.
I'm just saying, it's like they intend for you to paint it like a realistic horse, and I'm just saying they don't get to decide the color of the horse. Although you can do that for yours because there are two. You can paint your own horse whatever color you want. Can you
Horses come in many different colors.
Yeah. Green, purple, turquoise. I'm ecstatic that we can paint we can paint our own horses. Also, there's another gift note in here, and it says, still painting about them horses. So my favorite thing about this is that there are two, so we could theoretically do a horse painting stream. It's a thing that we can do.
That we can do.
It's a thing that we can do. I'm not putting a timeline on that because I know that we're busy and we're working through Breath of the Wild and we're making good progress on it. But can we do a horse painting stream? Yeah. Would it come out all right? I don't know. But Lanna, thank you. I still thinking about them horses.
Our last package is from Zaraka and Grand Prairie. Bets on if it's horse themed?
I've opened enough just to see a sliver under the flaps of the note, and I can just see the word horse written like 50 times. Dear Stephen Amell. Horses! Horses, horses. Horses, horses. Horses, 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 horses.
That says horse.
Horses.
That one was...
Oh, that last one was so... My bad. Horses. Horse, 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 horses, horse. Horse, horse, horses, horses, horse, horse. Horses. Horse. Horses. Horse. Horse. AKA Zaraka. What?
What is that?
It's a puzzle.
A puzzle.
I'm not sure what part is the puzzle.
The stable boy keeps leaving the door open, and the horses have gotten out. Can you round them all up and get them back inside? So they only fit in a certain way.
That way.
This way.
So you have to delete that from your memory and then pour them out and then very carefully put them all back in.
Pour the horses out.
That's a phrase that shouldn't be allowed. I don't want to pour horses out of anything. There's some washi tape.
Oh, washi tape! It's horse washi tape!
Mallory, did you expect anything other than horses?
No.
It's gotta be horses, baby. I need more horses, baby. Under that. Also included is a Zelda-themed cookbook that's super rad. It wasn't meant to be a part of this horse-based package, but I'm comboing it to save on postage. There is an Epona recipe on page 39, though. Enjoy. Also, horses. What? What is...
It's a bookmark.
Oh! I was like, is this a horse? You know how it's going around on the internet right now that everything is cake?
Yeah.
Now I'm like, is this a horse?
Gotta break this wax seal.
When I open something, is this gonna be a horse?
Dear Adventurer, quest complete, congratulations. The bearer of the certificate is an official Kickstarter backer of the unofficial Legend of Zelda cookbook.
Ah.
It's dangerous to cook alone, take this.
Oh, that's neat. This is big. This is very big and heavy.
I know a little bit about this.
Oh,
so
really?
Let's open it first.
Okay, so it's very cute. Let's open this up. I learned from last month. Twine.
Twine.
Weird Al has a great song about twine.
The biggest ball of twine in Minnesota?
That's the song.
Mm-hmm.
It was the biggest ball of twine in Minnesota. He also sings it kind of with a Midwest accent.
He does.
Makes it even better.
Oh, is that beautiful?
That is a pretty book. Wow. Look at that thing.
That is gorgeous.
That is a very pretty book. Dang. Okay. And they're numbered. Wow. This is number 121. The Unofficial Legend of Zelda Cookbook by Amy Wood. Master First Edition. For Link, and for all those who find courage when stepping into Link's shoes, I hope these recipes help to transport you back to Hyrule with an ocarina in one hand, a trusty sword in the other, and a kingdom worth saving. This is a cool idea. There is a lot. There's 340 pages.
Chew jelly preserves, desserts.
That's cool. That's really cool. Fried egg and rice. I love it. Game guide, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Hylian rice and bird egg. Oh, this book will like lightly spoil recipes for Breath of the Wild. Of course, that also is something that makes sense. How would you make fried egg and rice in Breath of the Wild? You'd probably do rice and egg. This is really neat. This is really, really neat.
Crab stir fry.
Yeah, and there's no pictures on this stuff. It's just the recipes. But as a result, there's a ton of recipes. You know what this reminds me of, actually? It reminds me, and I don't know if everyone's gonna have these exact same memories, but like old school churches.
Yes.
They'd put their own cookbooks together.
From the congregation.
From the congregation, and it was like the pages looked very similar to this in terms of like the layout and everything. This is like an old school church recipe book, cookbook. And that's what this reminds me of, except the outside looks extremely, extremely nice. And also it's based on a video game. Fish skewers, seafood skewers. This is really neat. This is really neat. Yeah. There's part of me is like, we might have to play a little bit more into Breath of the Wild before we dig into this too much. There might be some spoilers in this.
There's also a digital version.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. And I was sent that ahead of time because that had a expiration date on the download.
Oh, so you knew about this?
I knew, but I didn't open the PDF and read through it.
Oh, okay.
I didn't want to spoil how it looked or anything.
This is super cool. Also, so like just paging through, most of these look like they're from Breath of the Wild, which makes sense because there's a cooking system. But man, there's a lot of like things. There's a lot of things. Ooh, escargot.
Ooh.
You need 8 ounces of giant snails. Or you could use baby button mushrooms.
Those would be good. Mushrooms?
Zaraka, this is excellent, and this is also very, very heavy. Thank you. And then thank you to everyone who got in on this horse joke. It was amusing. I think what I'm so happy about is that so much of it naturally happened in a row.
Yes.
Which can't be planned, and that's particularly funny to me. I had a jolly. I did. And then to everyone who sent in something this month, thank you. Sincerely appreciate it. If you're watching right now and you'd like to learn where you can send stuff and what to send, etc., there's a link in the description down below. And then also, if you're curious about our game collection, specifically sending stuff in for the Wii collection, since we're trying to finish that by October, there's a link to our collection as well. It'll tell you exactly which games we have and which games we're missing. Maybe you have something that we're missing and you could help out. We'd appreciate it. Otherwise, that's it. Thank you for watching. It'll be a little bit before there's more mail, but just stick tight. It's coming. I promise.
You thinking about them horses?
I mean, I can't not think about them horses now.